I wouldn't mind if they pick a save like Oracle for this Death Prophet. I think it like a Shadow Demon or an. I don't think the Death Prophet's 4 because they already picked this Earthshaker. I think it's much more likely to be a mid. I really think Oracle is a likely pick for Fnatic. Very classic combo. It's very nice against Snapfire from what I've seen. Whoever's getting globbed, you just
ulti.
Fate's Edict.
Yeah, Fate's
Get
Edict,
out.
yeah.
Yep. It would give them pretty weak gank, though. I mean, if you're doing objectives with Death Prophet, it doesn't matter that much, but could give them some weaknesses if they get behind.
I really like the Slark ban because any safe hero you have doesn't want to play against Slark. So whether it's the Oracle, the Abaddon, anything like the Shadow Demons. I guess Shadow Demon's okay against Slark, so they're probably not picking Shadow Demon.
You're just saying it's good against him because he doesn't like win in these like short moments of time, and saves therefore don't beat him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, usually saving against Slark just implies he's going to have 10 extra Essence Shift stacks.
Well, we do last ban of the second phase get to come out here from EG, and then they get the pick. So, you know, going around the turn here, as BSJ says, this is normally when you show kind of what you're doing with your entire draft. This third pick.
I wouldn't mind if EG kind of just picks a burst hero. Anything that represents burst or immediate setup for this
The snap.
for the Snapfire. I think Legion stands out, something like that. But then again, I don't like it with Clock. Like Legion Clock is like really awkward. So something like that though. It's either going to be the setup stun because Beastmaster's already banned, or it's going to be like a Lina type hero, even though Lina's trash. So something like that though. Something with a lot of burst that you want to threaten. I really like Oracle ban here. They banned the hard to carry to lane against rather than the support.
So you've been a Lifestealer Morphling. Are you saying like what carry hero you want, or are you just banning 23 Savage, do you think?
These are both heroes that are pretty good against Snapfire and Clock, I would say.
Okay.
They're like, because they both have like predictable disable, but once it catches you, you're in a lot of trouble if you don't have an escape. So both of those heroes are really good against that.
Easy escape formula.
You just don't want to give Fnatic a pick in like the 8th slot. That's really good against everything you have. And since none of the heroes are good against those two heroes so far, they obviously plan to pick something that's not good against those heroes too. And you just don't want to give them the perfect pick. And that's so preemptively removing stuff that they're worried could ruin their entire draft.
Well, hey.
Oh, that's
EG will take this one, I guess.
Oh, SF Clock.
He's very upset right now. He's like, I wanted to play that.
Dude, it is SF Clock. Are we gonna? We're gonna see it, right? You just get the free souls.
Hey, there's the Oracle.
And there's the Oracle.
It's like I knew it was coming, so I have to assume EG kind of knew it was coming, which means that they don't mind it into this SF.
Are we assuming this? We have to still assume SFs are middle, right? Like that was a pretty wonky case, do you think, last game?
I think that was an exception. They might be moving it based on the Death Prophet, though. Like, they want it against Death Prophet.
Oh.
But,
depends on the heroes and what's
like
happening, yeah.
What if they just do mid-shaker or something, you know? Or what if it's a 3-shaker, 4-prophet? Or like a 3-prophet with a 4-shaker? So many options for Fnatic here.
I guess, like I was thinking SF isn't that great against Oracle because of Fate's Edict, but I guess your ultimate itself is quite effective. If you can catch Oracle like on the edge of it, and he gets feared away right when he wants
SF Mars is sick.
That's a combo. The fear is very strong in the arena.
The arena is actually disgusting.
That's a lot.
The best combos with Mars are SF and Lone Druid, actually.
The Savage Roar.
I don't think Willow's nearly as good. It just takes too
Why?
long. It just takes too long.
Okay.
It's a lot of. It's expensive too, like, because you're ulting just to get a couple like wall hits.
Yeah.
But SF's ult, it's like you want to damage him anyways. It's just an added bonus, you know.
And Lone Druids is on like a 10-second cooldown.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. What are they going to take here? They take the Ricky. You were talking about it last game. They'll pick it up this game.
Yeah. You learn if you pick offlaners in
dancing.
pubs that you just deal with the same counter picks every single game. And I would say that if you pick Mars in a pub, you're almost certainly getting Rickied about 40% of the time, at least. Obviously, Mars has the passive that protects him from in front, so Ricky backstabbing him is quite nice. Opposite of Bristleback there.
Nope. Have you purged your ability, Drafter?
I knew exactly.
Yeah, you knew.
I know I've never had Bulwark and Bristleback yet.
Okay, just making sure. He knew. Me and Purge, we like those the silly modes. He knew.
Are those additive
Wait,
on the
yeah,
sides?
I just realized. Well, has Mars even been added to
Probably.
ability draft? He might not even have his. Okay, they are.
Yep.
Gotcha. Dude, that would be...
His second skill works interesting because it's like a regular attack. So if you get it on somebody that's like a really slow projectile, you'll do like the shield smash, and then you'll see all the attacks slowly come out. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's kind of like when Rubik steals Boundless Strike. It looks the same way.
Yeah, same thing.
Whoa.
I never knew that, but then you see Rubik's like green blobs attack the entire creep wave. I thought that was cool.
Okay, we're down to our last pick for both teams right now. Looks like Evil Genius is banning an offlaner. Meanwhile, Fnatic for the second time this series, last banning that Meepo.
Wow, with Ricky Earthshaker, they were just really afraid of that Abed Meepo.
Probably just the pace, right? Both games have been like 22 minutes. If Meepo gets free farm, you might just lose even with the junk.
It can crush jabs really hard a couple times too. Like Death Prophet needs to move a little bit, and if she can't outkill them, and she definitely can't in a lot of cases, then if a couple Meepo kills, then you'd be out of control.
Yeah.
Meepo can definitely force the false promise on the wrong target as well.
That's true.
The amount of burst he has, you kind of get forced on throwing it out on the first target to get jumped. And I mean, if it's yourself, then your course is just going to fall over to the others.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Grant. How are you doing?
Excellent. How about you? Just watching some winners bracket here. 1-1. What are you liking so far?
Wow, I haven't looked at it at all. Give me a couple of seconds to think about it.
You're good. BSJ, what do you think? I want to hear what you think before he talks, so, maybe you make him look smart or he makes you look dumb.
He should be able to figure this out pretty easy. There's a Death Prophet Oracle on the same team. He has a little experience running that combo.
There's a pretty good blue scheme going for Fnatic so far, so I'm just trying to get in the head of how Aiden's addressing or analyzing this draft here.
I mean, this is EG Fnatic, right? Probably the two best teams here.
Yeah.
So we can probably drop the color scheme stun thing and actually look at the draft.
Damn, he's called me out when he's the one that's been doing it.
Yeah, he got you, BSJ. You're done. Get off the cat. No, I'm just kidding.
I need to take myself seriously.
I think Fnatic are quite happy with this, actually. Last time they ran this DP into EG. EG ran Snapfire Void, and they had no save, or like no real save for that combo. They had an SD, but it wasn't like good enough. And this time I think like they opened up Shaker, I assume, first pick.
Yeah.
And then they went Clock, Snapfire.
Oh, the Pang BSJ.
Not a fan of this hero. What do you think of Pangolier?
Pango's good. Pango's real good. Ice Pango is probably one of the best too. And I think it fits their playstyle. I think Fnatic's quite split pushy, and I think EG doesn't mind taking games slow. So as long as they don't abuse this Pango too hard in lane, it should be fine. Primarily it's like Bloodseeker and Void you look to, but you don't really want to pick Void into Oracle DP.
They needed a wave clear, I think, on Fnatic, right? Based on their cores and like Earthshaker.
Yeah, I mean the way that Earthshaker is kind of played right now is most of the time you're gonna see him paired up with some kind of hero where you can take over the lane. So like once Pango hits 6, he's probably gonna start rotating around, and then DJ is gonna get to lane, and that's kind of how Fnatic has been approaching every single game. We noticed in our series against them that if you leave Rubik and Shaker in the draft, they'll first pick Rubik. They think it's good against Shaker, for obvious reasons. You steal the fissure and stuff. Okay, so they did end up playing Void anyways. So they're going kind of like the same thing they did that worked against Fnatic yesterday, but I think they have a way better approach to it this time around. So I think if I'm Fnatic right now, I'm quite happy. I don't think EG's unhappy with their draft either, but I'd probably favor Fnatic slightly based off the picks. But it doesn't really mean much when you see two teams of this caliber play. Both drafts can win.
Exactly. And did you watch game 1 or 2? It was two 20-minute. Okay, they were both 20-minute games, one for each team, so both are feeling confident. It is going to be a good one. You guys need to go out, get your monster. This is it. We're going to know a winner's. We're going to know a grand finalist right after this game. Is it Evil Geniuses? Is it Fnatic? We'll see you in a minute. Here we are, already watching the good stuff. Abed, give me those souls, some free souls. Last game we saw a tri-lane SF from Fnatic. We're just going to see the normal Shadow Fiend middle here, nothing crazy.
With the cogs, so he's going to have that extra 20-something damage at the very start, 24 damage bonus.
That's a 6.
I think SF's one of the few heroes that does really well against DP as well. I think starting off with souls like this is probably going to give him an even bigger edge.
Do you lose anything from doing this, or does it look like they're going to be able to get to the runes in time too?
I don't think so. I think Clockworks nowadays mostly want to like double cog the wave anyways, so they're not too present on the runes. It looks like Crit's running down bottom though, so he's not really cogging any waves. They're going to try to fight for the runes instead.
Interesting. So they're doing it again. They did this in game 1 where they put the Snapfire in the off lane as well. Is it for a similar reason, do you think, Wepis? Like just the nukes? Is it again like the Mars plus Snapfire is just too strong?
I guess so. Lane? It feels like, I mean, the Void is in a similar position to the Void Spirit, where in a way you're self-sustaining, or you can kind of survive by yourself. Yeah.
I think part of it is also that you have this lane, Snapfire Mars, they're going to do really, really well. But you also get to match up the clock with boots against a potential wave-pulling Shaker with boots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Plus, that might be a 2v1 lane, so clock is really strong at zoning out like any hero that's alone. Even though Pango's like pretty good at getting away from him, I think it's pretty smart, actually.
And look at that. We have the blocked Earthshaker, and maybe this is why they did it. Crit just fully blocks their wave as well with the cogs.
They seem to prioritize putting Snapfire in the lane with the core having a rougher matchup. Like Void usually does pretty well against Pangolier, so you don't need that extra lane bolster to make sure that does happen. While on the other hand, Ricky is the counter pick to the Mars.
And blocked in is Abed. He does do a lot of right-click damage. He's just going to have to TP over, but oh my goodness, he eats a lot of damage. Will hit DJ a few times. They both ping the range creep. Won't matter. Jabs actually gets the first blood. Up on Fly, he just gets run at right there. And no one's even really low here on Fnatic, so...
Ricky Oracle's a scary lane. People don't realize how much damage Ricky does, man. That hero hits for 65 level 1 and can blink on you twice, so he's going to hit you a lot.
Yeah. And what is going on here? Crit traps him under the tower, but there's still a ton of creeps here. He will be level 2, so he's battery assaulting. Will he be able to make it away? Boots first. He'll be able to do some damage, but Crit, I'm not sure if you win this 1v1. Yeah, Moon, he's going to turn it around.
This is something you had to do from Fnatic, because if you just let SF lane 1v1 with 12 souls for free, he's just going to win. So the Earthshaker rotated mid, and then on the other side, EG's like, well, we shouldn't just let our SF get bullied away by 2 heroes, so we need to help him. So suddenly you got a 2v2 mid.
So how does Pango versus Void 1v1 go? Does it depend on procs and stuff?
It really does, actually. Yeah. I think both heroes are pretty content, though.
Pango's probably pretty happy with that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because usually you have a bad lane, right?
Pretty
if
much,
you
yeah.
aren't going to have a terrible lane, you're probably happy.
You just play the dodge. I think what he's doing is really nice. Just avoid the Void for the most part, and he's even getting an extra small camp out of it.
Ooh, and look at that. The old regen rune. I love it. He runs up so he can just keep it up. Crit. Gonna try to run at him, but nah.
It's really taunting him. Even turns around to get the extra.
And so Fnatic with a pretty nice start. They got that first blood as well top, and they're not doing terrible middle, which, you know, with those extra damage on SF early, you definitely could have. So nice job by DJ with the Earthshaker.
There's that first blood tax. Now your Oracle 5 has a magic stick and a headdress and extra regen. Now good luck killing him.
And there is going to be a spear in. He's going to shoot out the scatter blast, and he pushes him over, so he blocks himself. Fly should go down here. He does with the blink strike forward. But they do end up killing DJ first.
That was cool how you just utilized the fissure there.
Yeah.
Well, 2-1, but that must mean there was 3 heroes top. So where should DJ? He's going to spawn. Where does he go now as the Earthshaker?
I think you walk somewhere and then have your TP ready for either top or mid. Okay. So you walk to one and then you TP to the other.
He TP'd.
He TP'd middle, and he's heading up top.
Okay, well, I guess, you know, I think he should play around mid and top. I just thought he might hold a TP for one or the other. But
in
he's
case someone died.
Yeah, but he's going to apparently just be content trying to set up a deep ward. Did he place it? Okay, he placed it now.
Place it on down. Doesn't look like they have vision of it.
You're done with bottom is basically what I was trying to say.
Yeah. And so it's just going to be a straight up 1v1 bottom with a couple of heroes roaming around. Fly could be in a little bit of trouble here. Will get locked down. Not into the tricks,
nice
though. Ooh, misses the spear. He jumps forward with the cookie. Now he might have jumped a little bit out of position and die. A nice use there from Ramses to push him back.
Spear's a tough spell to hit, man.
It is. I mean, you're an offlaner now, BSJ. Can you play this hero pretty well?
I love Mars, man. You got to perfect the butt spears, though. That's the key.
Is that, and how do you do that again?
So when you hold your E, it walks your direction, and it makes it so you don't have to turn to throw your spear.
Okay.
Oh, really?
So,
okay.
Yeah, it's really good once you blink. You blink arena and then hold E, so you can just make sure you spear the guy properly. Really good Mars players, it's actually really hard to hit dodge their spears when they do that. But this early on, he doesn't have a point in bulwark, so he can't do that.
I think Boxy usually tries to set it up with his bulwark if he feels like it's going to be hard to land the spear. Because before you kind of really had to hold your angles, but now that you have the slow on the...
Yeah, the slow from the W's. Really
exactly,
nice.
Exactly. You can usually use that time to, like, reposition yourself and get an angle.
Okay. Well, middle. Crit his invis. He saw that DJ was here, and these two have just been kind of chilling middle, making sure their mid lane doesn't get bullied too hard. Shadow Fiend still with a little bit of a lead. Ton of denies. Obviously, a lot of them were early cogs.
Pango's absolutely free farming down here.
Yeah, he has 28-1 versus the Void's 24-4.
Oh, the good old Vlad's offlane Pango. Big fan here.
There's the disarm, so he gets both creeps denied under that. Doesn't feel bad if you're a TZ. The bounty runes are going to be spawning.
I think Fnatic's very happy with this early game.
Yeah.
I feel like Clockwork SF, you kind of want to do well in lanes, and the lanes are pretty even. So overall, I think like if you're Fnatic, you're quite happy with how it's looking.
Ooh, is he gonna get the courier?
Yeah, your draft also comes online a bit faster, I think. So slower laning phase is totally fine for them.
Ooh. And he's just a DJ. He's patient as all can be right here, waiting for Abed to maybe step up one little more inch so he can block. And there it is. Will he go for the block? He sure does. That 1 inch. He can block right on there as well. Get a Spirit Sight, and he just wants to block him in, but he does barely make it past, so he's going to be able to survive. But still, it commits a TP from Fly, so that means Ramses needs to be careful up top.
Bracer as well as a wand or a full Wraith Band for the SF, so he's just going max stat items to make sure he doesn't die to exactly what's happening here.
Whoa, and well,
And
guess
he's
what?
Oh no.
He's dead. Ice just comes rolling on through. He's going to come hit the creeps too. Might as well push it.
That feels bad, dude. You check the scoreboard and you're like, he's 6 already? What the hell?
What just happened? 6 minutes in, yeah. And uh-oh, they're going to find another one. It's going to be crit. There is still 3 heroes here from Fnatic, and you just bleed another kill right at this middle lane.
I mean, that was the perfect place to put that. If you gank Mars, he's got way more HP. He's not going to necessarily see your approach, and even if he does, he doesn't have boots yet because he went double stat on him with Wand. It's like the easiest kill ever.
Yeah.
Went on against an agility hero.
So now you are up by less than 1,000 gold, but 4-1 in the kills. Arteezy did get some free farm, obviously, with Pango rotating middle, but top lane, they're initiating DJ. He wanted to get the stun up, but no, guess what? It's the cogs, the battery assault. They're going to try to heal him up. Looks like DJ will be okay. Maybe not. No, crit will bring him down.
That W does a lot from Ramses.
Yeah, it really does. And Fly's up here now. You got to watch out for 23 Savage. There's the Scatter Blast. There's going to be the cookie. He doesn't dodge it. Moves forward. There's the cogs back. Misses the spear maybe because of that. Now the nuke back. Ramses might be the one in trouble. Turns around. Ooh, hits him with the nuke, but it's not enough. There's the tip now. Double. Going to try to blink strike out, and he gets healed up. And it looks like, well, they didn't watch the post-game interview with EG where everyone said Ramses the one who gets killed. They said he wasn't, but seems they determined that was a lie. With the 4 tips in a row.
It's also, you know, got to get into his head. He's missed like 3 spears in a row.
Yes. Oh, Chrono will happen. Middle, the Ghosts are committed. There's going to be 1 raise. There's going to be 2 raises, and that's a nice gank from Arteezy coming in. Ice here gets second hit bashed, but will run away.
Both solo heroes from bottom lane utilizing their ultimates early to really sway the momentum of this mid lane.
I think Arteezy's always very good about this. He really puts his ultimates to good use. I talked about it yesterday too, but really proves it here. I think he's really, really smart about how he rotates, and he always finds like the right kills with him.
Ooh, crit. Uh-oh. Gonna pop the battery. So, whoa, is he gonna trap him and the courier in? No, he's just gonna chase him down. Ice. Just trying to run away now. Runs into his team, blocks him out. Wait, I think it might have helped him there. Ice will cancel his ultimate, and they just back out. They are really pressuring this middle tower. They did just use the ulti of DP and died, though. Crit pushes them back. Here comes the roll.
The cogs
blocked it. Will he be able to go back? He's just running through. He might get right-clicked down. Never mind, 23 Savages here. Doesn't want to give it up. He might just get the courier. He does 2 clarities. Jumps forward, then jumps back. All right. A lot of heroes rotating in this middle lane.
This is not a game you want to be playing Shadow Fiend. Like, it's so annoying when this many heroes are mid, but he's been doing a really good job considering.
Arteezy's reaping the benefits of this, though. Number 1 on the net worth charts. A bit fearful for a Void to be able to carry the game with how long of a cooldown Chrono is against this very low cooldown based enemy lineup that really only cares about Death Prophet ult, but I think they can still fight without it.
Why'd they change the Faceless Void Ags?
Because the broken part about the hero was how strong he was early, combined with the fact that you can get Chrono, one of the most broken spells in the game, on a 60-second cooldown.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
They didn't want to nerf like the rest of the heroes, so they're like, okay, let's just make it so he doesn't quite scale as well. Even though the new Ags is kind of cool and it's really nice sometimes to go, it's not nearly as game-breakingly broken as the 60-second cooldown.
There's going to be the spear. He's locked down, though. Ramses will commit the Ring of Blood. Still goes down. Cookie forward to hit 2. That means they want to commit. Abed's here as well. Crit. They're going to lock down 1. He will get promised and just run away. Yeah, Jabs will get caught, though. Saves his carry, and I'm sure he's okay with that. It is a killing spree. Still not the most gold given away, though.
Oh, we got a dancing Snapper. Watch out.
Uh-oh.
Watch out.
Uh-oh. They're just
Watch
running
out.
uphill.
You can't stop.
Oh, nice.
There's going to be the cogs in crit. He's in a lot of trouble. 23 Savage jumps forward. Now they're chasing Abed. The ghosts have been committed. I think Abed might just be dead here. Spirit Siren, but in comes the spear. He misses it again. The ghosts are pushing forward. Will he get him? Jump forward. They get him. Carrion Swarm goes out, and there's the block. Uh-oh, Ramsey's just TP'd back. We
That's
might
some
be
tips.
seeing some tips.
Oh, yeah.
They're coming out.
He's missed a couple crucial spears.
Dude, the spears are only missing because of these tips. That's where the value's coming in for these tips.
Ooh, that's rough. Nice play by Fly. Gets
still
up
dancing.
In a way.
Oh, he's going to go for the bounty
Get
route. Who
jiggy
gets
with
it?
it.
No,
Get
23
jiggy with it,
Savage
Fly.
steals it. And no more dancing, maybe in the grave. Goes
Does he come
down.
back alive dancing, or is he done dancing now?
He's probably
That's a
done.
really good
Make sure
question.
you check in about
We
10
do have to
seconds
see.
whether or not he's going to be dancing.
And so,
I think he did get a bounty ring, though. I'm pretty sure.
He got
who?
one of them.
Savage got the
okay.
one before it, I think.
Yeah.
I believe.
They
Yeah,
got
he
the
did.
one in the river, but the Savage stole the one that he was going
Oh,
for.
Fly
last.
got the first one. Okay,
Yeah.
it was under here.
So now it is Arteezy still having some pretty good farm, but you just lost pretty much 4 heroes in
Okay,
that
wait, we
top
gotta
lane.
wait till he finishes the TP.
Nope, just walking.
No! Why'd they have to
That's
kill
still pretty
him, man?
wacky.
What level is DJ?
Oh, no, there's Shay, level 5.
Yeah.
Decent farm, 500 gold.
Tome's
with
still
Tranquils.
available.
Exactly.
It's
He
in
still
his
has a
got
ton
it,
of
yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna echo this camp.
The
Tommy loves
tome's
doing that.
at base, so he can't use it yet.
Yeah.
And his chicken's dead, yeah. Ouch.
How do you feel about it when Tommy Echo slams
I
creep
feel
camps?
so good.
Oh,
Feels
yeah.
so good. I know he's like that much closer to his blink.
Yeah,
Is that because
go.
you stacked him, though? You're like, oh, I got
Oh,
25%.
give me the gold!
Nah, when I stack, usually Max or Mick is really on top of farming it. They feel like it's theirs.
That's so nice of them.
Yeah.
They're doing it for their captain, you
It
know?
really is the best feeling though. Like that sound it makes
Yeah.
when somebody clears like when you're Caudle and you're Bristle and you stack like 4 camps, like you get like 2 4 stacks and then they clear all of it.
You just hear cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yeah, it feels so good. And then you look at your gold and it's like 600, and you had like 200 before. You're like, but it sounded like it was so much.
So, there's going to be a tier 1 for tier 1 exchange. Pretty standard stuff.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Ice they're pressuring this tier 2 bottom right now. Arteezy went to the jungle up top.
The only way they ever kill this Pango is Chrono, pretty much. So, as long as Void's not around or it's on cooldown, Pango has pretty much free reign of the map,
Is
which
it-
sets up a lot of this kind of movements for Fnatic.
Is that the purpose of that build, to just go no javelins?
Uh-oh. Oh! Does get hooked and then gets speared, pushes him deeper into the trees. Very tanky, as you said, though. Level 10 with some items. Jumps away, gonna throw out the ulti now. The Ghosts are committed. And they're just going for this tower. It
They
looks
have
like
Chrono.
Arteezy. He's got to be careful. He almost has that Maelstrom, or does he? No, he's still 100 gold away. I'm sure he wants that before the fight. And they're just going to move forward. Ramses, he might have been a little too far forward.
he turned
Gets
around.
cookied because he turned around. There's the Chrono. It's on to 2. Can they get him? There's the Snapfire ulti. There's a stun. He's safe from the Oracle on the outside. 23 Savage jumping around, killing as many people as he can.
He
I
meant to.
believe he's going to survive. It's a nice fear. Everyone's running away. The ulti from Oracle has worn off. They're trying to run. Now they're turning it
He's
around.
walking in for the
Snapfire's
echo.
here. Abed will get cookied out. Fly, maybe he wants to turn it to Ghosts are down. And okay, a 1-for-1. Chrono was used, so were Ghosts. Pretty even trade.
They got a tower, though.
They did. Ramses tips 23-6. I feel like his team should back him up there. Why aren't they
Yeah.
tipping with Ramses? He just got 4-man tip. I feel like the team's got to back him up there. There's going to be a hook shot. Uh-oh. Is Ice in trouble? Cookie backwards. He's not.
Time dilation.
Hey, look at this. Whoa. Just throws out the ulti. Will it be enough to get the kill? Arteezy just jumps away. No silence used. On the backside, raises flying, and I am not. This is a 5v5 fight that doesn't really feel like one.
Go to Echo Slam creeps instead of that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Imagine the triple stack. That's already
Or
cool.
that one even.
Yeah.
Even just Echo Slam that one? Oh,
That's 30 gold. More gold.
That'd save you like 6 right clicks.
Yeah, I played with 23 Savage in the pub like a couple, like maybe a month and a half ago. Back like kind of before Ricky was really like a thing, and he played Ricky, and he does this thing where he like connects these team fights really, really early, and tries to get gold by fighting. And he kind of forces the enemy team to fight back. So that's why he kind of got this like 5v5 situation going
Yeah.
on. Yeah. Oh, he's in trouble.
He makes it out though. Oh no!
here
Oh
comes
no!
the tip.
This is the end though, right? 3 tips, right? That's all you get.
Yeah.
So this will be the last of tips for Ramses. We got him out of the way before 14 minutes. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
Dude, he has to be rattled a bit, man. He hasn't hit
For sure.
anything. He hasn't.
Dude, you got to save your tips. How are you going to win the late game, though?
It's true. They only did 2 there.
No,
so
the mental
2 people.
damage is already done. That's permanent.
What if he
Permanent
gets like a
mental
triple
damage.
kill for free or something, you know? He'll get back in the game.
Sure,
then you're going to have no
sure.
weapon against him.
That's all their prerogative to make sure that does not happen.
And Arteezy, I think he thought about jumping in there, but at the last second sees jabs and decides against it.
Yeah, this is kind of like how everybody's playing right now. When you see this Shaker on the lane, you know he's trying to finish up his blink. You're going to instantly move heroes there. Crit was already there to set up the play, but nice read from Jabs, recognizing that and just camping behind him.
Double Philosopher's Stone bounce, so one for each team. Here's some gold for the supports.
It's really nice on Oracle.
Dude,
I
Pango
like
Vlad's
that.
just so nice. Like,
Oh,
basically,
he already
why
has a
he's-
mech.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he had it
pretty
last
much
fight.
never goes damage on Pangolier, and now that they have this mech plus the Vlads plus looks to be a pipe, all they have to do is survive this Chrono, right? And if they come out of the Chrono with everyone alive, I'm pretty sure Fnatic just wipes these team fights.
I mean, he just has two ways of doing this. They could Chrono and then pop the Oracle ult with that, or use the Mars ult plus Spirit to pop the Oracle ult, and then like once that runs out, you try to use the other ulti to win the team fight. I think you're just kind of have to trade here. You got to use your spells in a way where you bait out the opponent.
There's going to be the Chrono Snapfire here as well. The Pango is going to get hit. Doesn't
Are you
get the
serious?
bat. Will he survive? He's going to be able to roll and just see you later. Whoa, coming on back. Got to watch out to get right-clicked by Abed. But instead, Spirit Siphon, and once more, BSJ, you said it, he's
No
a
way.
tanky Pango.
What's Moon doing?
Moons, yeah, he's in a
He's
little
fine,
bit
he's
deep.
fine, he's fine.
He will get ulted up by the Oracle. Abed trying to right-click him. Ice, still getting right-clicked by Arteezy. He finally gets a bash. Doesn't last that long, though. Jabs will be the next one to go down. Ice once again survives. Arteezy wants to help out the rest of his team. Can they bring down Moon? Triple Spirit Siphon. You sure as hell can't. There goes Shadow Fiend. The rest of them have to get away. Can Ramses and Arteezy? Arteezy gets blocked. Do we have a silence? We have a Yules. We have a silence, but he did it a little early. A second too early.
I can't believe I survived that. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
The armor.
Treads, Bracer,
15
Vlad's.
armor.
Vlad's is 6 ult stats, man.
Abed got stuck in the Chrono as well, so
You can
no
also-
races.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did. I think he walked into it. Or it was like right on the edge and took like one step.
It was very close.
Oh, here's going to be the trap in. Looks like they have him from behind. DJ's going to be the next one to go down. They get the spear, sends him into the tree. This should be a kill on the death prop now. Maybe a little bit of overextension. Maybe not. Crit goes down. Moon does die, though. Can they get 23? Savage will get purged by Jabs, but in comes Abed. He misses one race, hits the next one, still getting healed up. They want to get the Oracle first at least, and then maybe get the Ricky, but it looks like he's gone. Nice purge there by the Oracle. And maybe a little bit of an overextension coming out from Fnatic there. They kind of lost all their ultimates and stuck around that tier 2 a little too long.
Yeah, that was huge for EG. I think if they didn't get those kills back, Fnatic would have ran away with this game, but they evened it out quickly.
Yeah, because
think-
that was like a Chrono being used right, and they weren't really punished for it.
I think EG, though, in every single game I've watched them play, they have this ability to find this one team fight that brings them the game back. And it hasn't really happened yet, so I'm kind of still waiting for that opportunity to arise. It's probably going to come with like some item on SF where they look to make some kind of move. They're really, really good about reading the map and finding the right opportunity to set themselves up for a favorable fight.
Now, just 1,000 gold lead from Fnatic. They were up to about 4K there. And for now, they're going to rotate around together. Well, they've struggled bringing this young man down. We'll see if they can do it. Rotating up top, no.
He's so tanky. He's got the cloak. He's got a Ring of Aquila now. Raindrops, Bracer, Wand, Treads on strength that whenever he's in danger.
Arteezy's like, nah, I'm good. I'll just stay in the jungle here. And he's just going to beat down this tier 1 tower. Moon rotating into the jungle.
The nice thing about this Treads Vlad's build is usually...
He goes in. That's going to be a double Chrono, and it's on the Oracle as well. The Snapfire wants to burst him down, so he can't get the ulti, do they? Gets the mech off, can't get the ulti. Yules into the air. Snapfire still hitting him, but Ice. He's bouncing around. It's a gigantic dunk, but is it enough? It seems like it is. Well played by DJ. Waits him out and dunks him.
God, when I'm void in that situation, I'm like, how did we just lose that? We just chronoed the Oracle and the Death Prophet. Isn't that exactly what I'm supposed to do? And then you just lose. So.
It took a little bit too much to kill the Oracle, I feel like. They
She
like
got the mech
hesitated.
off.
That damn mech.
Yeah, the mech helped.
And Pangolier, best Rocher in the history of Dota.
And Pango, right? Pango did not care about being in the enemy team's Mars ulti. It's kind of free walls.
Do you
Does it work
bounce
that
off
way? I
those?
think you roll through it.
I'm pretty
Did
sure
he?
you're. I'm
He
pretty sure
bounced
you
back
roll
for
through
sure.
those.
Oh, he
Well,
did?
if you're magic immune, you can go through the walls. So
Yeah, I think
actually
so.
don't know.
So why did he bounce back? He definitely
Wasn't
bounced
that the
back.
Fisher he bounced back on?
Was it? I don't know.
What about
I
that pile
genuinely
of
don't
that
know.
pile of crystals?
Yeah,
Was
it might
that
have
where
been
they?
those,
It was
yeah.
more to the left, though. Maybe I'm crazy.
There
You know
was
what?
a Fisher on the
I'm
other
watching
side.
the replay, and if I'm right, I'm going to tweet at all 4 of you. They're all dumbasses. If not, then I'm not going to say anything. Obviously. Fly. Spirit Siphoned. Tries
Here's
to
the
make it
now.
away. He's silenced. No more cookie.
Betrayed by the
shenanigans.
creeps.
He bought a nice ring, though.
He did. And there's a Blink Dagger now on your Death Prod. Ooh, a jump forward. They are going to get the spear here. DJ on the low ground throws out a Fisher. Only hits onto 2. Ice gets some damage reduction, but brought down
That was his first death.
cooldown. Yeah, Swash was cooldown, so that was really big for them. The time dilation canceled them from being able to use it again.
But they did get both outposts on Dire there. Buys some time for them. Ton of experience for the supports.
I hear Sam pacing around nervously behind me, so...
Sam, don't get another cheese string, dude.
Don't do it, Sam.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
Nobody actually knows you're doing that.
Yeah.
We didn't tell anybody.
Moon defending the middle tower. Still up. How does EG? EG just has to take like fights close to towers and take towers at this point. Feels like they're always on their side of the map right now.
They also need Chrono for the fights, right?
Yeah.
So they're kind of just waiting for that cooldown to come back now.
How close is SF to his BKB? I think that's probably going to be like the big thing. He's
Still
pretty
a bit
far
away.
off, actually.
Yeah,
It does not feel
first.
good being SF this game.
He has been camped pretty hard in this middle lane.
DP went Blink.
It feels like if a couple of those early fights just went better, like those really long fights bottom where he would end up getting killed, if he hadn't died in some of those, the game would be in a much better place.
I mean, it's crazy, the small things, right? Like, if Pango dies initially in that fight bottom when they chrono him, they're going to have a really, really good team fight coming up. But he barely survives, and then they don't feel like they want to reset. They feel like they can chase him down, and Fnatic respond really, really fast. They're a good team. They're on top of it, and then they turned that around, so... And then later, it ended up, like, EG got a couple of cleanup kills, but I think, like, these things, if it would have played out a bit cleaner for them, they'd be very happy with the situation they're in.
There's going to be a Spirit Siphon and a stun from DJ. We'll get speared on in.
That was a blink on Moon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Blink, Yules has the Aegis Vampire Fangs.
He's
We
working
watch.
on eggs. Yeah.
I'll bet he's like, I need this BKB. We got to wait it out. And uh-oh, Crit might be in a little trouble. Oh, can't get the cookie silenced. Well done by Moon.
I really like that he goes Battle Fury on Ricky. From my experience, Ricky is the only viable late game with a Battle Fury.
Whoa, dunk coming out somewhere. It's going to be on the Shadow Fiend. He's just dead.
I like that he does it after Diffusal
That's
too.
what I mean. He does
So
it in a way
important.
where he's still a part of the game, and then he goes for this like scaling build. Any other item feels kind of underwhelming for Ricky. You don't want to go BKB. Like at this point, Manta doesn't help. Like Manta's nice. It's obviously good for damage as well as you can purge dust and stuff. But Battle Fury, I just love this Battle Fury BKB nullify. Like I saw him go Battle Fury BKB Butterfly yesterday. I like that a lot too. Plenty of that. Like the BKB's fine third item. You don't want to go second item is what I meant by you don't want to go BKB.
Well, they are just going to try to push down this tier 2. Plenty of ghosts to help. Rolling Thunder duration taken as well.
She's a little vulnerable to physical damage. The tower alone is shredding her, so she might have to be a little bit careful later with SF.
Is she wanting to lose the Aegis? No, I guess not.
She had the Blink. Confident she could dodge the last tower hit.
It's tough, that 2 seconds it's traveling. And okay, going for the Ags next on the DP.
He has the Oracle, right? So he doesn't really feel the need to buy like BKB or anything like that. He just wants to tank up, get stats. Plus, if you look at their draft, they don't really have like a clear hero that wants to initiate. Both Pango and Shaker kind of want to wait out for the right opportunity. You can start fights with Fissure, but ideally you want to just be able to sit out and go in when the timing's right. So getting this Blink on DP allows him to start fights in a more natural way.
And the smoke bottom by Fnatic. 4K lead right now.
They have no Echo or DP ult, and they're still looking to take a fight, it looks like.
Oh, they want to catch him off guard. No, they could have. There's going to be the Blink Strike in. He's going to get Diffusal. Cookied on out. Can he make it? He pops his BKB. Doesn't want to throw out the Chrono quite yet. The Mars is the one in trouble. Throws out a big Chrono. Hits 2, but no, doesn't get the Oracle who's trying to heal him. No bashes. Finally gets 1. Gets his mech up. Here comes the Snapfire ulti. Should be enough. Nope, forced to Oracle ulti himself, but a good idea. Here comes the Mars from behind. Shadow Fiend gets his ulti. It's going to fear 4 of them. No one has died quite yet. It will be Jabs first. Tricks is a trade. Doing a ton of damage to Abed. Shadow Fiend gets cookied out, but it won't matter. He goes down as well. Mars, Shadow Fiend dead, and it looks like EG's on the back foot right now. Arteezy gonna be the next one to fall. All 3 cores of EG go down.
I didn't think the fight was going to be so good because that Void BKB was like, oh, great, now your roll is wasted. But then he's like, okay, now I'm BKB and I have to chrono somebody. And then everybody spreads, he gets a bad chrono off, and then eventually Death Prophet's just going to kill everybody.
I was surprised about this Void Timfic because, to be honest, like, how are you ever going to get a good chrono this game?
I mean, he's gotten quite a few earlier.
But, like, I'm saying even the good chrono didn't result to winning
this.
a team fight.
They didn't even use the ghosts on that fight. Sorry, they have him for this.
He chrono Death Prophet Oracle earlier, and it still didn't work.
A small amount of that could be the nerfs to Snapfire. The initial ulti Mortimer's Kisses damage got dropped by a lot.
Yeah, the
Lost like 20% damage loss. Yeah,
20%.
that's a huge decrease.
I think they're making Ortiz's job a little bit too hard right now. Like he has to like kind of frontline for them and go in first. I mean, the way I see it, like at this point in the game, you probably want to look for some kind of buyback team fight and let the Void really chrono when he wants. But it feels like the way they're setting up their game plan, they want him to start off the fights and then use the Mars ult to kind of like win them the game or win them the fight.
So how do they need to do it instead? It should be Clock going in first or Mars going in first, but
I think
they just haven't had it.
Somehow you just try to fight with some kind of buyback. Maybe you send in the Clock, like keep rocketing until you get vision of this Oracle. Because I think the idea they had there was correct. You know, they were looking for this comeback fight that they've been doing like this entire event.
Blink Oracle.
I'm not exactly sure how they should do it, but that's probably what we would start discussing in our team right now. Like, all right, we probably need to use some kind of buyback and fight around some kind of shrine where we can TP back in to get the chrono on the right heroes.
Orb of Destruction for Abed.
How does Mickey feel about this Battle Fury, Ricky?
I think it's not. I mean, he doesn't really talk so much about items. Like his communication is mostly, "I'm gonna fuck them all up."
Yeah.
And then he like draws a circle. If you guys ever see Mickey draw a circle on the map, it's like if they're within this area,
They dead.
they're dead. Yeah, he's a hero killer. That man loves to kill heroes.
It's really good to know like where you think the opponent shouldn't be allowed to be. I think that makes your decision.
Mickey's kill zone kind of like increases with his item. So when it's one item, it's a small circle around him.
Okay.
The second item, the circle increases in range.
Yeah.
When does it hit the whole map?
When he's like, I mean, it depends on the hero a lot, but when he's like 6-slotted, or if he's Spectre,
He
it's
just
like,
circles the map.
I'm killing anything I see.
Yeah.
If there's a hero on his screen, he's gonna go for it. That's why we tend to throw sometimes, because we like to kill what's on our screens, and you can't always do it.
That's the old dangle play, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, and
We get dangled a lot.
We get dangled a lot.
Arteezy, they're smoked up again, possibly looking for a kill here. I don't think
Fnatic
that's the
seems
guy you want to
aware.
go on. No more ice. He's done too much.
Quickening Charm seems pretty insane on Death Prophet. What item does he have?
He has the lifesteal, I think.
Okay,
Yeah, it's really nice
They
synergy with
just found the
Oracle.
Quickening Charm, so I'm curious if they give it to him.
It's how nice.
They at Ice. Okay.
It is really good on him too, because
Yeah.
he's the tanky guy too. So like the extra regen is actually amazing. How much regen is he getting right
It's
now?
13. Oh, okay.
It's like 30 HP right now.
8?
Yeah.
Was it 8?
It's 9 on the cool. It's
Oh,
nine.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
damn. Quite a bit.
13 is repair kit, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Moon chilling up here. DJ. He spider legs on up. Still his blink force.
Spider Legs is so good here because it gets you out of cogs. So
That's
now
a
he
good
no
point.
longer gets.
You still get pushed though.
You get pushed, but like the fact that you get out of cogs is
Yeah.
pretty stupid.
Is it stupid, or I mean, it seems pretty
I
balanced.
personally think that if you have a hero whose entire ability to lock you down is countered by a neutral item, I think is kind of BS. But you can't Spider Legs through the Mars ulti, but you can Spider Legs through cogs. So it's just another consistent interaction of Dota.
I feel like it kind of makes sense though, in my head.
Yeah, I mean, conceptually, he has gigantic legs. Where's he gonna go, BSJ?
There's like people with like shields bashing you backwards every time you run into them.
That's true. And the walls are much taller than the cogs. Cogs
That's
are
true.
like, I feel like I could jump over a cogs
Yeah.
maybe.
Ooh, runs uphill, does get speared, but Jabs is here, hasn't committed the ulti. I love how safe he's being. Will finally get it off, and here comes Ice in the back line. We have Arteezy, he hasn't used his chrono quite yet. There's the Mortimer's kiss him. Tries Ice hasn't tried to stop him. They get feared
good
in.
chrono.
He hits 2. Moon has killed Ramses though, but 23 Savage drops, and they've got
That was
Ice
sick.
in there as well. See you later, Moon. And a nice play by Fly. He cookies Fort, gets the stun on Ice. Will jump over. He can't TP out quite yet. He's gonna
Push
try.
it back.
Do we have a bash?
Bash.
1, 2.
Oh.
No.
Never lucky.
It was a 50-50.
Do they go into Roche here? It looks like you might have to. Buyback is on Moon. No ulti, no buyback. 23 Savage.
I felt like the Oracle ulti was just a little too early there. Does anybody else feel
I
like
think
that?
he had to use it there.
He held it pretty long.
Yeah, he had to use it there. This is, I think, what I was talking about earlier, where they allowed the Void to sit out and wait for the right opportunity to get
Force
into
the
chrono.
Oracle ulti first, right?
Yeah. They usually play that team fight extremely well.
Yeah, they did.
And the Chrono, and especially that Rolling Thunder duration is your level 15 talent. He held him in for those extra 5 seconds. Ooh, ice. Gotta watch out. The nice blink away by Jabs after the save. DJ as well blinking away. 2 blinks on the supports and a swashbuckler. Roshan has been saved. Wow, nice defense there from the 3 of Fnatic.
Abed
Bastion.
pump faked his ult a few times there. I
Yep.
thought that was really good.
Yeah, me too.
They have a bash around the Pango now to stop the SF combo. It's pretty much, it's not guaranteed proc when you use the Swashbuckle, but it feels like it almost
Pretty much, yeah.
feels like it almost does.
Okay, and a full Mjolnir now. Sarteezy doing a little bit more damage as well. We're gonna jump forward. Ice will cancel out his ulti, and oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
All right, see you later, Fly. Uh-oh. Obviously, the illusions aren't as good as they used to be on Pango, but he's going to roll on through. No, he's going to stop it, and they're just going to kill him.
Do his illusions not proc anymore?
I don't think they do, right?
I don't think they do.
That's why
Oh.
no one goes Manta on him anymore.
I never saw them used to go, but I thought they still
Oh,
did.
that was right when it was pretty big.
Yeah, when you could proc both the silence and the disarm or whatever.
Yeah.
That shit was so annoying.
What's
Well.
happening to Roche?
He's gone.
Oh, it's because he's disarmed?
See, yeah. But look at this. Oh, missed the swashbuckle there. It won't matter. This seems to be a pretty free Roshan. You don't give it to DP, do you? They're going? Okay.
I think they should, because it saves you an Oracle ulti, potentially, and buys you more window, yeah.
I'd rather be a Riki just sitting in the back anyway.
Okay.
Just don't let them go on you.
I just feel like they can't even Chrono Riki if they want to, because if they do that and Death Prophet is separated, Death Prophet's just going to blow everybody up. Or at least force BKBs really, really early.
Oh, Ricky with that Paladin sword, tons of
the
healing
telescope on Oracle that's huge. The blink range, all of Oracle's spells rely on cast range.
So you
It's
can
really
sit in his
nice.
fountain and then when the fight starts, just cast his ulti.
She has really Oracle has really long cast ranges as well normally. So like you reach this point where suddenly, because normally when you play Oracle, you can't really use your Fortune's End in team fights early game because you have to like position yourself around fogging and not giving your position away. But once you get like this cast range and at 15, if he decides to take the cast range down, which I think most people do, suddenly your Fortune's End is like a spell that you can use offensively. You just channel it while you're waiting for your ulti to like
Be necessary.
Yeah, exactly. And it has like a 6-second cooldown and a 2-second channel time. So by the time it hits, you will have it up again. Like you can kind of permanently keep someone channeled.
It's really
Or
good here
rooted.
for. Are there any vessels in the Radiant team? I'm not sure, but
I don't think there's
so.
an Urn or a Vessel on either team. Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
seen one.
It just kind of becomes like an offensive ability.
Oh, nice force
once you get
step
cast
away.
range.
And now the pressure. You see it, EG. They're not stuck in their base, but they pretty much are barely being able to leave to get a few last hits. Uh-oh, Moon does have the Aegis, and you see a Spirit Siphon. Silence comes off. There's a disarm as well. The force step down the hill. Oh, Yule's the cookie off, but the roll will miss. He's going to bounce back, and this might just be a dead Arteezy. It is.
Sammy is BKB for next game.
No buyback.
That was a really good Yule's on the cookie. There's going to be a silence.
He doesn't want to BKB there either way. Like if he does it, it's such a huge loss for them. What they want to do there is like exactly what they did, try to bait him out, and he almost got away on the Void. I think that was a really clutch use from the DP.
Yeah,
He
stopping
needed
the
to Fairy
cookie.
Fire. I thought that's what he was going to do, but he never used it.
Oh, he had a Fairy Fire?
Yeah,
The greater.
Yeah, he was probably spamming it.
I think it was perma-stunned.
Yeah.
Ooh, they have a lot of disengage here. Do we have to throw out the SF ult just to fear him away? No, he cancels it, fakes it out, holds on to it. They need it with this chrono, but still 40 seconds away is Arteezy's life. And they're just going to be able to get a full set of racks here. That is going to be 2 full sets. Never mind. They're going to go in. Ramses gets his ulti up. Mortimer's kisses are there. They're going to try to fear him all the way in the back line. The Oracle actually gets pushed over the cogs, and he gets out. They're going to try to leave. Moon just Spirit Siphoning everyone, though. And this does not look good if you're an EG fan. They are just in your base, and you can't get out. Ramses will spear him back. Doesn't actually get stunned. Oh, my goodness. A little more range, and he would have, but guess what? He's not. There goes Ramses into the base. They roll. Ice. He's having a little too much fun. The TP in. Uh-oh, easy there, Ramses. Yeah, Blink strikes out.
Really nice reset. Arteezy was just about to spawn and they would get something in return, but oh, it looks like he still wants it.
They need to take something crazier. If he can find him, he's going to look for it. Oh, throws out the dilation. Yule's into the air now by the Death Prophet. There's going to be a hook shot. It will hit onto Moon. Still has the Aegis, and he just flew out of Shiva's guard. I don't think you're killing this guy. Chrono on the backside. Get to see the little Shredder not doing quite enough damage. Abed's actually the one to go down. They want to bring down 23 Savage, but he's ulted. BK beat up, and
Oh, no.
I believe this game's just over. Yep, GG, well played, and a clinic from Fnatic this game. They never really felt behind ever. Ice always had a good lane. The DJ rotation on Abed. You guys said it. You don't want to be an SF in this game. There was people in your lane since, what, 2 minutes in?
Yeah. It's
What do you do?
Constant pressure. I think Ice did what he did game 2, which was play off lane and constantly push in lanes. But this game, he just was super tanky and unkillable because he gets always swashbuckle away. So he created lots of space. They pressured the SF, and then it was just harder for EG to take team fights because their combo just wasn't that strong in the face of Oracle.
I think when you're watching this game, the thing to learn from is sometimes the way to push lanes, like to itemize, is to make sure you push them faster, and sometimes it is to make sure you're unkillable. In this game, like if he has like Maelstrom and stuff on Pango, he's just gonna die to two-man ganks. Instead, he's able to push these lanes for his team with heroes like DP and Ricky that don't really do that, setting up a lot of these engagements. It's hard to see as a viewer, but almost every engagement there was set up by Ice, so that's pretty sick performance.
Very well played. Insania, you played the next series, Elimination Series as well. Any words before you head into that?
I think OG Seed are really feeling themselves. Like, I know last year when we were on Lions, these like smaller events, they felt like majors to us, and I think this is like their first event.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong. So they're definitely like they're feeling this event. And they're gonna bring their A game, so it's hopefully gonna be a nice series. Yeah, it should be a nice series. You guys have both looked good. Thank you for jumping on this game through us too. We are gonna throw to a quick break. When we get back, hopefully we can get a member of Fnatic to discuss, show some happiness. They are now in the grand finals. That means EG they drop to the lower bracket, and tomorrow they will play against the winner of OG Seed and Liquid. We'll take a short run. When we get back, check out these highlights. See how good Ice was, so BSJ will be quiet with it, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
And we'll see you soon. Yeah, and you see it there. A ton of good highlights in that game, whether it was some great escapes from 23 Savage jumping out of that Mars ulti, or you saw those like Mars ulti, Shadowfiend ulti, you're like, the fight's over. Look at all this AoE, and then boom, DJ in your face in the Arena of Blood. And they take it. They're into the grand finals, which is a BO5 tomorrow. They just going to sit around and watch a couple of BO3s now, relax it up in a little bit of rainy California, but I'm sure they like the cool weather. It feels good here right now. So.
It is. Yeah, it's nice.
How are you guys feeling about that game? Is Fnatic looking a tier above EG, or do you think it could switch up any time in that if they play again?
What happens if they play a fourth game? Maybe they'd be even.
Maybe they would be.
We're going to have to wait till the grand finals to find out, maybe.
Yeah, I feel like they're very close still. It really just came down to the draft. Mainly, I feel like during both these games, or all three of these games. Like, Game 1 was EG favored. Game 2 was definitely Fnatic favored. And then this one probably could have gone both ways, but it felt like Fnatic had more of a better grasp on what they wanted to accomplish in the game and with their movements and item builds. So you
can definitely criticize Ramsey's laning stage as well. Like, he did okay for a while, but he missed a couple crucial stuns that would have saved somebody or prevented a double kill, something like that. So, and they're small mistakes, and it's very easy to miss spears, but for a top-level team, maybe their lineup would have fit together better if he's slightly ahead on farm and doesn't have to play from behind.
Yeah, and as you saw the net worth there, Ortizi, he was doing a great job staying ahead. As you said, or Insania said, he rotated middle, got that early with his level 6, but eventually he just kind of got run over, and the silences from DP, that's an ability you shouldn't forget, but it's kind of hard to remember. There's just someone throwing a 7-second silence on you.
I don't know. Death Prophet Oracle as a concept is just really good against Void. So I was kind of confused why they 10th picked the Void. Maybe there's just never or not a better pick that they can come up with. But when they won the TA game, that felt like a game-changing pick. Like, oh, this is a free game for TA. That's their win condition. Their win condition is the Void, who's going to get a chrono in team fights. And there was one team fight that went really well for them, and I feel like they had to play it perfectly. Discipline, patience, and that's just hard to do. And if the other team has freaking Earthshaker, you slip up for 1 second, you're just Echo Slam, man.
Yeah, I feel like this Earthshaker might be getting first picked by other teams. Well, you heard Insania time out. He's like, yeah, Rubik's banned. It's going to be Earthshaker first every single time. We might see him doing it themselves. So Fnatic into the grand finals of possibly, the last LAN of this season. Who really knows?
Ever, maybe?
Ever. Dun, dun, dun. Nah, it won't be ever. Come on, guys. We need positivity at a time like this. We have so many negative people. Sure, there is a bad thing going around, but it doesn't mean we have to be negative about it. I already have my 20,000 rolls of toilet paper. Not my fault. You guys didn't prepare.
Grant, if everyone dies but us, I'll still play you 1v1s, okay? Dota will never die.
I will appreciate that very much. Thank you, Purge.
No problem.
So that means, you see it 2-1 Fnatic, but we still have one more best of 3. This has been not even that long of a day. Some pretty quick best of 3s. One more OG Seed versus Liquid. Winner of that plays EG tomorrow. But nothing too surprising here, right? Would you say? Fnatic's looked pretty good, so you could be like, well, EG was a favorite coming in. But after the first 2 days, Fnatic looked pretty damn good.
I'm a little surprised that Seed didn't take a game off EG, I guess, considering how well they did in the group stage. But
yeah. Besides that, pretty even. So before we end, is any first thoughts on this OG Seed Liquid matchup?
It's going to be good, man. That's it.
I'm curious to see if there's just going to be a brawl or if they're going to both try and just sit back and farm a bit.
Because the two teams have shown that,
Yeah, it felt like Seed definitely just sat back and farmed a lot in the series against EG, and EG had every answer for it in terms of like the aggressive way they were playing. So it'll be interesting to see if they're going to swap it up or if they're still going to try and go for the same style and then see what Liquid kind of does against it. If so,
Yeah. BSG, are we seeing a Chen?
I'm more so looking to see Shaker, man. I know we already
Okay.
mentioned it, but I think whatever team gets Shaker is going to win it.
Yeah.
I think that hero has been proven to just be so difficult to play into.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, who do we go on if there's a Shaker in the back? And right now, a lot of the popular cores are like Death Prophets and stuff, where if you don't go on them, they're going to
Yeah.
just kind of kill you.
And you save a lane, right? People forget level 1, you just Earthshaker block lane, all of a sudden a lane that sucks. Doesn't suck too much.
Yeah, I think the difference with Liquid, though, is that they pick, like, Earthshaker Slardar. Like, they'll pick a Slardar type offlaner, while I think when you have an Earthshaker, you need an offlaner like Puck or Pangolier or something that clears waves really well, so that the Earthshaker will have time to get his farm, and then once you need the team fights to be set up properly. So the problem I've had with Liquid all tournament is they just keep drafting a ton of stuns and a ton of team fight, but their, like, wave clear map mobility is kind of like off. It feels like they're always losing the farm war.
Yeah.
I want them to make sure they at least have one hero that does that. Otherwise, I worry. I think that's been their main crutch this tournament.
It doesn't create the conditions where having a billion stuns is actually good.
Yeah,
This is-
you need all the lanes to be shoved in first in order to stun them, because then you'll know where they are.
Yep, and you got to push the lanes so that they'll defend the tower. Then you see them. Then
then
you
you
stun
stun-
them 1,000 times. Then you're like, they're dead. Push the tower.
That's
Boom.
what we saw Fnatic do just now.
Yep. Simple as that. So well done by Fnatic, moving into the grand finals, which will be tomorrow. So as we said, they get to sit back. You already see them relaxing, getting ready to get some food, and watch this last series, because it is going to be a fun one. Team Liquid versus OG Seed. It is right around the corner. The players that you see walking behind us, going upstairs, getting ready. So make sure to stick around. We're going to take a short break. When we get back, OG Seed versus Liquid. Loser going home.